axis of a S-plane for a polynomial given Ps equal to S6, S5, phi S4 plus S cube plus 2s square minus 2s minus 8. So polynomial given is S6 plus S5 plus phi S4 plus S cube plus 2s square minus 2s minus 8. Let us determine the number of roots in RHS, LHS and on j omega axis using RH stability criteria. Now we know that to start with we have to make a Routh's array. So let us construct Routh's array. So we have S6, S5, S4, S cube, S square, S1 and S0. Now let us put all the elements of polynomial. So we have one S6, so one will come here. Then we have one S5, so one will come here. Then it is 5S4, so 5 will come here. 1 S cube, 1 will come here. 2s square minus 2s and then minus 8. This is how all the first two rows are filled, and this is from the polynomial given. Now let us find out the first element of third row, S4 row. Now to find this, we know that 1 into 5 minus 1 into 1 divided by 1. So 1 into 5 divided by minus 1 into 1 divided by 1. So this will give you 4. So this value is 4. Now let us find out this. One into 2 minus 1 into 2 divided by 1. So this will also give 4. This one, 1 into minus 8 minus 0. So this will give you minus 8. 1 into minus 8 minus 0 divided by 1 will give you minus 8. Now let us find S3 row. So 1 into 4 minus 1 into 4. So this will become 0. 4 into 2 minus 8 plus 8, again this will become 0, and this is 0. So now we can see that we have come across special case 2. All the elements of one row is 0. So how to find the solution of this case? The solution of this case is we have to differentiate with respect to S. Let us take auxiliary equation. So our auxiliary equation is 4 S4 plus 4 S square minus 8. This is our auxiliary equation. Let us differentiate this with respect to S. So this becomes 16 S cube plus 8S. So I have to replace this 0 with 16 and 8. So this is our new solution. Now let us find out S square row elements. S square row elements 16 minus into 4 minus 4 into 8 divided by 16. So this will come approximately 2. Similarly, 16 into minus 8, and this side is 0, divided by 16 will give you minus 8. Now let us find out the elements of S1 row. This into this minus this into this divided by 2. So this will become 72. 8 into 2 minus of 16 into 8 divided by 2. So this will come 72. Last row, this into this, and this is 0 divided by 72, it will give you 8. So our Routh array is done. Now let us see how many signs changes took place in our first column of Routh array. Now this is positive, positive, and one negative. So we can find that from positive to negative, only one sign change has taken place. So only one root is in RHS. So we can find that RHS has only one root. Since one sign change took place in first column of Routh array, so one root we can find in RHS. Let us find how many roots are there in LHS and on J omega. So for this, we will take auxiliary equation. So our auxiliary equation is 4s4 plus 4s square minus 8. And let us find out the roots of this. So we can write s square is equal to minus 4 plus minus b square is 16 minus 4ac. So plus 4ac. 128 divided by 2a, 2 into 4. So when we solve this, we will get 2 roots, that is minus 2 and plus 1. So s square is minus 2, s square is plus 1. So from this, it implies that we have 2 roots, that is plus minus j root 2. And from this, it implies that we have 2 roots, that is plus minus 1. Now we can conclude that RHS, we have 1 root, we have 1 root in RHS, and we have 2 roots on j omega axis, and the polynomial we have highest factor is 6. So out of 6, 1 root is RHS and 2 roots are there on j omega axis. So remaining is 3. So this implies that LHS has 3 roots. I'll repeat again. RHS has 1 root, j omega axis has 2 roots, and LHS has 3 roots. So this is how we can find how many roots are there on RHS, on j omega, and LHS. So this we can write LHS equal to, so 3 roots. This is 2 roots. Now let us determine the range of K which must lie for a system to be stable. So let us find out what is the range of a K for that the system is stable. So the transfer function given is, or the characteristic equation is given as S4 plus 6 S cube plus 30 S square plus 60 S plus K. So we have to find out what is the range of K in which this system is stable using RH criteria or RH stability system. So we have to use RH stability system to find out the range of K. Now we know that first we have to make Routh's array. So let us make Routh's array. Now this is done. This way. Now let us fill all the elements of Routh array. 1 S4, 1 will come here. Then 6 X cube, 6 will come here. 30 S square, 30 will come here. 60 S, 60 will come here. And K will come here. So this is how the first 2 rows are filled using characteristic equation. Now let us fill the row S square. Now to find the first element, we have to multiply 6 into 30 minus 1 into 60 divided by 6. So I'll repeat again. We have to multiply 6 into 30 minus 1 into 60 by 6. So this comes to 20. So our first element of S square row is 20. Now to find this second element, we have to multiply 6 into k, and this is 0 divided by 6. So 6 into k divided by 6. So it becomes k. So this is k. Now let us find the first element of S1 row. 20 into 60 minus 6k divided by 20. This is the first element of S1 row. This is 0. Let us find out the first element of S0. So this into this divided by this will give me k. So this is how we have to fill Routh's array. Now we know that if the system has to be stable, then the first column, all the elements of first column of Routh array has to be greater than 0. So from S0, it implies that k should be greater than 0. From S0, it implies that the value of k should be greater than 0. Now let us find out the other limit of k. So we can see from S1 row, it implies that 1200 minus 6k divided by 20 should be greater than 0. This indicates that 1200 minus 6k should be greater than 0, or 1200 should be greater than 6k, or we can write k less than 200. Now we found the range of k. The range of k is now k should be less than 200 but greater than 0. So this is the range of k in which the system will be stable. So this is how we can find the range of k using RH stability criteria.